Hey yo guys, so I know I'm joining in the game right away, but just want to do a little guide. This is gonna be for those who play Crossfire and want to play zombie mode. This is gonna focus on mostly survival and a little bit of damage, not crazy. So like damage against the bosses, not mainly against like the in between rounds, but I'm gonna focus mostly on fighting bosses here. So this will be really fun. So I'm playing the Nightmare mode of Titan Citadel, Citadel. I cannot pronounce English today. Um, Let me lower down the volume a little bit before I lose my ears. There we go, much better. So most of this is not going to be. It doesn't really matter what kind of gun you use. Doesn't really matter. Well, actually, any rifles or shotguns are fine. Just do not carry like a heavy gun. Um, Heavy machinery like a Gatling gun would not help at all here because while you're shooting, you can't actually jump. So that's going to be really bad when it comes to certain parts of this zombie mode map. But in the start, you don't really need to pay much attention to anything. So sorry, I'm just playing with some random people that have been playing for like the past an hour or so. So it's really cool. Um, that ping. But yeah, so this will be like a guide, mostly for Titan Citadel map. It's not. It's mainly gonna focus on just like the general idea of how to dodge or like how to avoid taking damage. I would say that depending on your ping or stuff like that, you might need to pay more attention, like to act a little bit early. So if you are laggy, you might need to act like a second early just to make sure that you don't actually take a damage because the server will not register you for a second, and it'll actually go through because you were actually late by a second, technically speaking. So, but yeah, so I'll jump right to the boss round next. So give me, and you guys can. I'll jump right into it. Okay, so we're here at the first boss, the Demon Sentry. So depending if you are the main target, it will walk towards you. So there's a few ways to dodge. The first way, when he always does 3 strikes. So as you can see earlier there, let me give it a few seconds so I can actually do it. So there is a few spots you can hide here if you want. It will actually be safe. Here you just need to shift out of the way so you're not in the path. Even if like an inch away, so you want to make sure. Uh, when he shoots the green ore, you can always use the shield card to reflect it, or you can just run away, run sideways to avoid it. That also works. So with the laser, it actually heals those you aim it towards that. So and it also actually heals you back. So it's actually a really nice way to actually not take to heal instead of using, because since in Nightmare you cannot use the actual thing. Now when it's the orange one, you want to use the shield card to reflect it, or you have to use the shift function to actually get out of the way so you don't take any damage. I do not know why is he using a sniper, but whatever. But yeah, so when he jumped in Nightmare, he does 1 circle and then a second circle, so you want to make sure that you shift enough. If you're within his area of attack, you want to jump into him as close as you can so you can avoid it, because his second ring is quite big actually, surprisingly. So, oh, let me get out of the way. You can also walk into it if you want, but I'm actually gonna jump into it. So you can rock right there. You can walk left, and then for this one, if you have the shield, you can just F press your shield out, or you can shift to go behind him. Or you have a hammer, you can just stop him from attacking actually. But if you just want to use shield, the shield can actually block all 3 attacks if you press it at the right time. So just, you know, it'll be great that way if you want. So you want to keep track. Ooh, actually, I don't want to be out. Okay, there we go. So you want to move right, left, and then either shift behind or use a hammer or use a shield to dodge all 3. I'll put all these underneath in the description so it's easier for you guys to read. But yeah. But pretty much everything else is pretty straightforward. And when he jumps to you, if he is jumping to you, you want to just shift to avoid the damage. As you can see, if I use a shield, I can actually reflect that thing and it'll knock him down. So it'll be really powerful. And you don't really need to have a laser gun. You can actually use like any kind of gun. It'll still do damage. The score isn't not like the focus here. It's more like the rank. So you want to clear these as fast as you can, as easy, as survivability as you can. So I shift. I dodged it. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to move out of the way for this. Okay, yeah, I can't dodge that. At that point, I was actually in a bad area that I was actually not able to dodge everything, so that's fine. But, oh, I'm still in the thing. So yeah, you can see like the red zone is where he'll actually attack. So it's really annoying, but uh-oh, everybody is dead. And where's everybody? Wait, don't. You see how I'm healing her? So as you can see at the bottom left, you can see at the bottom left next to my revive. I can't really pick it. So right here, you cannot use your med kits. So it's really annoying that way. So, but if you have a laser, if your friend, if people you're playing with have a laser, you can definitely walk in front of their laser and you'll heal from it. And they will also heal from it as long as. But even if they don't, then it's still fine because you know they still have max health. They're max health then. But yeah, it's a great way to actually avoid taking too much damage that way. Or actually heal from instead of dying or you know trying to avoid everything. So so here's the train. So yeah, you can always keep track of where monsters are using the map up to the left, or you can also just kind of look around and pay attention. If you play this enough, to be honest, you'll figure out where they come from after a while. So you know you'll get used to it eventually. So let me just get them healed up. How's your health? Let me get you healed up. Perfecto. So yeah, this is what I typically do is that if I actually use up most of my charge and I don't see any more enemy, I just kind of use it at the end and I just kind of heal everybody if I can. That way everybody is at full health. Granted that, you know, everybody is should really just keep track of their own life points and just try to avoid taking too much damage because it only heals so fast. And you want to give it a good range between each monster so you don't really take too much damage. I only cleared just like maybe 50-40 times, so it's not like I had to play this like 100 times to actually understand all the concepts, but you know, takes us time. Can we get a F? Oof. So Evo Ashley was talking about how she might get kicked out because of her ping of her FPS. So you know she got oofed out. Aww. Rip. She's talking to us through in the game room. So yeah, at the end of before the round, they also always have the healing pad. So if you actually don't have anybody who can do that, you can just jump in here for a few seconds and you'll get through. So we're here. So with the second boss, the Dr. Hayes boss. So as you can see, this thing can go 2 different ways. So it can go counterclockwise or clockwise. It requires 3 hammers to stop her at nightmare level. So you want to make sure you got enough. Damn it, I didn't switch off enough. But she can be actually grabbed out at the start. But it's gonna be a little hard. So I'm gonna try to do a guide here. It's gonna be a little hard trying to focus on the game here. But so you want to get rid of those purple goos. These does damage later on, so you don't want to really have them near you at all, because they actually insta kills at this level. So you really want to get rid of them, or you can just try to get out of the way if there's only like 1 or 2 like at the far sides of yourself. So everybody should just get out of their way. When she walks towards you, the first attack you should always walk to your right, just a little bit, not too much. The second attack, walk to the left a little bit, same thing. Yep, this is a little bug right now at the moment where she just instant pops her thing, so it's really annoying. But I think it should be fixed soon. But you just kind of need, for the laser here, you just need to really pay it to be quick on your feet and just try to adapt instantaneously if you can. Nice. So when she gets shielded up, she'll take extra damage. That's really cool. If you use your laser, use whatever gun you have. Gatling is good, but you're just gonna have to stop attacking to do everything, to dodge and everything. So you just want to be sure about that. So when she sends this thing out, time it at the last second just before it hits. So it does require like perfect timing. So you really need to perfectly time that. Just before it turns color, you want to dodge. And I should have just shifted there. That's fine. Reflect that. So you don't have to have a shield here, to be honest. I just like it personally, so that's totally. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm just gonna shift into it. I'm gonna have to avoid that like that way. Let me heal you up as much as I can while I do damage, because that's healing her actually heal myself too, so that's really cool. No. I spend all that time healing her too. I feel sad. Don't think there's enough hammer to go and get her down, so that's too bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everybody is doing shitty this time. What's happening? So, as you can see, move to the right a little bit, move to the left, and then he'll jump towards the third. He'll jump at the third attack. You just need to shift out of the way. Whenever she jumps to you, just need to shift or run away, because she does an AoE all the way around attack damage. Well, you really can't dodge. You can see I dodged that perfectly just before it turns. Like literally the second just before it turns, you need to jump, so it'll actually avoid the taking damage. So you don't actually need to use shift for it. That way you can actually save it for later if you have more important damage there. As you can see, you just need to walk out at the range and then you're all set. Okay, that bug is irritating. That bug is really annoying. So this is really annoying. I'm dead. Yep. I'm at my last health, surprising. So when she's down and you see that's coming, you can actually walk right through it. It doesn't actually hurt you anymore. It's kind of like just a visual then at that point, so it doesn't actually hurt. So as you can see, it's not always perfect. Timing is always going to be harsh, but as long as you avoid it as much as you can, that'll be perfect. Just make sure to run and don't just stand still for it. So that's going to be really difficult. Now I can't really translate anything between like what the. Okay, that's cool. So there's nothing here. Perfect. So those things explode as well, so you want to avoid them as well. Be careful. So does this again. So you just want to kind of run a certain direction, and you want to really time it. And it's really difficult at the start, but it's you know it's a practice make perfect kind of thing. So you want to aim at the head for most all these bosses. You want to aim at the head. It'll take at least double the damage. So you want to really target it. And now it's going counterclockwise. When she does this, she's taking damage still. So you just want to kind of aim at her head still. But when she got the purple thing around her, run. Or you'll do like less damage. So you can see I did it perfectly again. So it's really difficult to time it correctly. You just need to kind of pay attention to. If you want, you can just look at the floor, or you have a good peripheral vision. You can kind of glance and look for it as it just before it times out. I think if I remember correctly, you can also time it if you want. I think it takes like a few second or two before it actually turns color, or actually attacks you. So the 1, 2. Yeah, so about 1, 2 when it reaches you, about that. Oh my god, that is so annoying. So that bug is really random. So last two games it never happened, but this is just happening non-stop now. It's getting a little annoying. Let me heal you. Pisses me off, I know. I'm annoyed by it too. We're gonna have to let the GM know about this. So actually got visual proof here too, so that's gonna help a lot. Yep, you just need to shift out of the way. She does one more in nightmare mode, so it's really annoying that way. But 1, 2. So yeah, every 2 seconds you should just jump. Once it hits you, 2 seconds, and then you should just jump. So you're actually taking a lot less damage that way. I personally don't even play much with sounds, so if you want, you can always just turn the sounds off. It'll save you a lot more time that way. So yeah, so heal up everybody. Everybody healed. Perfect. So this is the third boss, the last boss, the most HP heavy. He has like 100 bars of HP, but all you need to do, run to the side and jump. So you want to go here or that side and jump wherever. It's just good practice. As long as you're not in those zones, you don't take any damage. In the bright red zone, you will take instant damage no matter if you jump or shift or not. So you just want to kind of avoid that. So to reflect those, just grab your shield. And to be honest, you don't really need anything else beside the shield here. So you just kind of want to use it. Anyway, it'll stun him. If 3 of them hit him, he will get stunned, and you guys can do even more damage while he's stunned down. So these are random. There's no really good pattern with these, so you just kind of have to pay attention when he does this action, when he pull both his hands together and have an orb in the center. You just want to pay attention to that. There is 4 sweet spots. So there's the 2 ends, and just between there's a little line there you can actually avoid. I didn't time that right at all. So I'm actually a little low on damage at the moment. So this boss has 5 different, 7 different critical spots. So there's those 2 on the other side. Let me take care of these real quick. This is random again. So with this, you just need to stand on the center of this stairs, or you can go to the bottom and then jump up. That also works. So there's 2 on this side, 2 on the other side. The center piece, and then the mask, and then there's another spot you'll see later. And these all still actually register as crit spots still even after they pop. So you just need to, if you have like a rifle, a shotgun, you can just kind of aim those spots still, so that will still work. So you see how his mask is popped, and 3 attack. There's another 7th one on the top of his head. That is the most highest damage spot you can hit. It's really difficult if you don't have if you have a shotgun, so you kind of want to just go for the other spot. You'll still do damage, which is totally fine. These things explode if they don't kill fast enough, so you kind of want to get rid of them ASAP. I just fucked up. Okay, I kind of have to come back alive with my revive, but I have a bunch, so I don't really care too much. I have like 200 something. I never really use them since I pay attention too much about the surviving part, so I timed that wrong. But all you need to do is don't stand in front of each other. By the way, also just kind of give each other a good amount of space to kind of avoid getting hit by the same demon eye. So as you can see, it's random again. It's never have a good pattern, so you just kind of want to pay attention when he pulls his hands together like that. So it can either go from top and bottom right, top left, and then bottom right, or it can go from the center to the bottom center to the top center, or it can go to the top center to the bottom center. So you just kind of want to pay attention to that. Those red zones are dead zones, so you just kind of want to, if you jump or shift out of them, you shift in them, you will die no matter what. But in the brighter red, or more opaque red zone, you actually, if you jump or shift, you actually avoid the damage. So as you can see, 3 hit him again, so you can pop it. Even after popping it, you can still do damage. So you just kind of keep aiming at it. And it doesn't have to be directly through attacking it. You can aim straight through his skull. As long as it's in the general area, you'll still actually hit it, surprisingly. Which is actually really useful when he looks up, you know. So as you can see, he's middle now. I'm in the center of the stairs. Avoid it. When it comes to the end, go up the stairs, then you're all set. And you want to go back down. The best I always find it more comfortable at the centers, at the ends, so it's easier that way. Don't need to worry about too much about at the end or like, you know, kind of center area. Because on the right and left side, the cutoff is like about here. Get the heck out of here. Get out of here. So once he gets to 20 bars of HP, he will start doing his continuous rain down of the poisonous. So you just need to stand at the other of both ends and then just keep aiming at his head. There's a sweet spot right about there. There's a good spot to just keep aiming at. That's like where the eye used to be. So you can kind of like maneuver it as he moves back, nods back and forth a little bit. Perfect. So yeah, so this is Nightmare. None of us are, you know, I mean, there are hackers who play with this, and I mean, it's faster that way and everything. But I mean, you know, it just depends on, you want fast or do you want to really deal with hackers or not. I personally don't really give a fucking crack at all at this point. I just like if I have a hacker, I'm like, oh, at least they're not like playing against players, so like it's not taking the experience away. Most people hate farming playing zombie modes like this, so most of them typically just don't care. I also don't really care. Like if it's faster, cool, whatever. I just don't care at this point. But yeah, so that is pretty much it. So I think Pooh just got his M4, so that's cool. I have my M4, hooray. You do need to awaken to awaken the M4 at least. You need 50 from silver to gold. Let me see. Yep. And HP recovery is increased, so it's always recover HP through the laser, so you always want to use it. Every other gun is different, so I don't even know what is their rates. So yeah, I might want to check that out. But yeah, this is the new laser. I don't know what the heck it's about, and I don't see like how to get it yet. But hey, guess what? What happens? It happens. Nice. Let me add him. Also, by the way, guys, make sure you are looking at 100 and not 300. So, surprisingly, each of the two ZM, the Elemental Tower and also the Titan Citadel, all the pieces you get, you can limit to 200, but actually, most of the weapons you can get permanently, you only need 100. So, like the laser piece, the burning shot is so some of them don't actually even have like an actual permanent version, but some of them do. So like these two does not, this one does, so that's 100 again. Saber does also as well. The Gauntlet also does 100. Mini also 100. Laser piece. The Haze Dagger also 100. I think the Fist also as well. And pretty much it. Everything. I don't know about these. I don't think so. These. But yeah. So you just kind of want to pay attention. You just don't want to count 200 because that's the max. But you kind of want to pay attention to that and just kind of make sure. Titan is the best place to farm for pieces, no matter what. It's the best to farm for the M4 pieces because for each S plus and SS you clear, you're always guaranteed to get at least a piece, 3 pieces for Nightmare or SS, 2 pieces for S plus, S 1 piece. So you kind of want to pay attention to that a lot. So like if you want to get 100, you need at least to clear at least 34 times because you want to get the 99 for 33, and then you need to get that one more. So if you want, you can just do like a normal, you still get it that way. But I mean, it depends. So yeah, so that is the walkthrough, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I might, if you guys want, you guys can definitely, if you guys are, comment down below if you guys want a elemental tower one. I would take care of that as soon as possible. With this COVID-19 virus going around, pretty much I'm confined to my house with classes, so I really don't have anywhere to go. So I'm pretty much home all the time instead of doing taking classes online instead with all my professors. But yeah. So if you guys want, let me know. If you want me to do like a elemental one as well, or any of the zombie ones. To be honest, most of them are not that difficult. You just kind of want to really go after them. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. And please subscribe and like this video. Yay!